How y'all doing? We're here with Ginger and the Desert Creations. Today I'm going to work on more of the screen project, just like Iron Feather. I'm going to do an injector pour and we're just going to do a little quick thing and see what happens. So let's go paint. I am going to do a small 8x10 canvas board, Arteza canvas board. I am doing this as part of my screen project. So I'm making a ton of these smaller canvas boards. I have FolkArt Treasure Gold Fire Opal. I really do like that color, even though it's expensive as hell. And FolkArt Amethyst. This one is much less expensive, and I love it. Mont Black and Mont Titanium White. We are going very, very simple on the colors. And I am going to use a catheter-tipped syringe to sort of inject it and hope I get that really busy, like, sky look that I have gotten with my last couple of landscape pours. I'm going to try to use the black as sparingly as possible because it tends to take over, and we know this by now, right? And we just want the black and white to mainly be highlights on our main stars, the FolkArt colors. So I'm getting some good pull up on these colors, and then just kind of cap it off with some black and white to interact with here and there. If you can see that already looks kind of interesting. It's got this vein of black in the fire opal. I'm just gonna fill this thing as far as I can, and that shouldn't be too much farther because I get a lot of air in this incorporated in it when I do these as well. But you know, it's still something that I like the look of, so I keep doing it. Because if I pull on this much more than that, which I'll watch, I'll put a little bit more amethyst into it, but if I pull on this much more than that, the back is going to fall out, and that is not what we're looking for. So we have our full syringe right there. That is, what, 60 cc's of paint, give or take. An 8x10 canvas should require about 3 ounces of paint, and here we've got like 5-ish, so we should be good at covering our canvas. I'm just going to start and kind of just ribbon it down and let it play as it wishes to. Okay, that was the end of that. See, there is still a lot of black in there, even though I was trying to stay lower on how much black I used. I probably do want more white in it coming up, but there is some black and white going on with the cells there, so that's not too bad. I'm going to start with a pull of white this time, and I try to keep the tip clean. I wipe it off each time so that it doesn't contaminate the paints, so that I can use them on other projects if I want to that don't have to include the other colors. Good idea, right? Right. I thought so. See, I've almost filled it again, and it's only half as full this time. If you don't tilt it properly when you try to fill it with the paint, you won't fill it very far with the paint. But it still gives all these lovely effects, so we will forgive that. Just kind of spreading it on the ribbon. It feels like I might have a lump or something, which means that that's going to spray. There it goes. Blub. I don't know that I'm getting the white where I want it. Even still wiping it off, I contaminated my black a little bit. You see that fire opal sitting in there? Oh well. We'll live. And I'm going to use up the last of this white. the best I can. I'm gonna give it a little swish for luck, why not? And then continue on pushing it around the rest of the canvas. Whoop. That just went where I was not expecting it to go. It's okay. I still broke up that blob of white right there, so I'm happy with that. Now we're going to tilt it off. And we have to decide which way to tilt. I guess I'm going to start tilting this way because there's less interesting stuff over here than there is in other places. I think. So let's start. Let's move some stuff so that I don't make a mess of my work area, or make a bigger mess of my work area. I don't know. Depends on how you look at it. Tilt this away. I have way too much paint on here for right now, but that's okay. I'm guessing the reason why this is moving faster is because there's a difference in my consistencies of paint. Because that's the only real reason why one section should move faster than the other, is because it's thinner. Now, which direction should I take it? I guess I like what's going on here and there more than I like what's down here, so we can push that off and see what happens. Complex decision-making process. We are going to lose our lines, but I wasn't really doing the lines on purpose. Not greatly, anyway. I mean, I did pour it as a stripe, but not because it has to be in a line. So, yeah. And it is still coming off unevenly, which is interesting. Because why is it not coming off of this corner even though I'm pushing in that direction? I don't know. I'm going to pull it back towards me because this edge that is facing me is still quite bare, and we don't want that. And here we go, finally rolling over these edges. I'm actually going to take my fingers here and kind of draw this edge over because these very edges are not playing well. They never cooperate. Never, never, never. Now I'm going to stretch back this way because I like more of this like lightning, lacy, the black on the white kind of thing. Which way should I tilt it, or should I just leave it? Kind of like what all this is opened up into. And that there a little bit, and the stripies here, and the lacing here. Let's see what happens if I hit it with some fire. So a couple of bubbles pop. The way I do it, I don't think it really changes it that much to torch it. It does pop a few bubbles, but it doesn't really seem to visually change what's going on. I do really like this, the black and the white and all that playing over there. It's subtle. I like the subtler parts of it. Everything. I like the subtler parts. I don't know how I feel about this, but I don't necessarily think that I should chase off the rest of the white when I was just complaining that there wasn't enough white on it. We're probably about at the right amount of paint still left on this canvas. I'm going to turn it around. Here we are, our wet result. We've got some lininess going on in here. Check out all those details. Very nice. I do love what all the colors are doing up in this very corner, even over on the opposite side there. That's some interesting stuff going on. Let's see. I'm hoping that'll mellow a little bit more, but I don't know. We'll wait and see. And this, the pebbliness at the edge is kind of cool. I like. And I like that Milky Way space thing it's doing up in this corner. So there are definitely parts of this that I like. It looks strangely pinky to me for being Amethyst and Fire Opal. I guess the Fire Opal may have decided to be pinky, but I think it dries more orangey, so we might be surprised about what it looks like when it's done. So join me then. Okay, dry result. Got a lot going on in here. I know personally I think it looks better on its side, but the project is not going to allow it to be displayed on its side, so this way up. Let's go in for a closer look. Get all that interesting purple going on. I like what it's doing there. It is kind of on the busy side, but it's still interesting to look at. All the layers and the craziness going on. So that is what a catheter-tipped injector can do.